Do you ever find yourself holding back from pursuing your dreams because of the fear of failure? Join us as we explore ways to challenge and overcome this limiting belief. Are you tired of letting the fear of failure hold you back from reaching your full potential? Do you feel like you're not living the life you truly want to because you're too scared to take risks? I am Lori Druskowski, and in this episode, we're talking about the topic of overcoming the fear of failure. Today, you'll hear inspiring stories of individuals who pushed past their fears and accomplished great things, as well as practical strategies for changing your limiting beliefs and developing a growth mindset, embracing failure as a natural part of the learning and growth process. Whether you're just starting out on your journey or you're ready to take your success to the next level, this podcast is a must listen for anyone who wants to conquer their fears and achieve their dreams. The fear of failure can be a major obstacle in achieving personal and professional success. With the fear of failure, you can have a lack of confidence, and this can lead to low self-esteem in your abilities to do things. You may procrastinate. You may avoid taking risks or trying new things in order to avoid the possibility of failure. Fear of failure can cause someone to remain in their comfort zone and avoid taking on new challenges. And when this happens, it can lead to a lack of growth, either personal or professional, keeping you in the same spot. It can prevent you from pursuing opportunities that could lead to success, such as applying for a new job or starting a new business. Or it could lead to negative self-talk, where someone constantly criticizes and doubts themselves, which can decline their self-confidence even more. This belief is a common thought pattern that can hold people back from taking risks and pursuing their goals. It is often rooted in a desire to avoid the negative consequences that come with failure, such as disappointments, embarrassment, or self-doubt. However, this fear can also limit your personal growth, prevent you from experiencing the rewards that come with overcoming these challenges and achieving success. It is important to understand that failure is a natural part of the process of learning and growing, and it can be used as an opportunity rather than as defeat. By reframing the belief and embracing a growth mindset, one can overcome the fear of failure and achieve their full potential. The fear of failure can manifest in everyday life. I've already mentioned people who may avoid trying new things or pursuing their goals because they're afraid of failing. You may delay taking action or procrastinate because you're afraid of making mistakes or facing the consequences of failure. You may also strive for perfection in everything you do, leading to never-ending cycles of self-criticism and dissatisfaction. Remember the 80-20 rule. Try and do the task up to 80% quality. Done is better than perfect. The belief can lead to negative self-talk and a belief in one's own limitations, resulting in low self-esteem and lower confidence in your abilities. People may give up more easily when faced with challenges because they're afraid of failing, rather than seeing it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Here are a few steps that one can take to change this belief. First, acknowledge the belief. Become aware of the thought pattern and take a look at the impact it's having on your life. Next, you're going to reframe the belief. This means rather than seeing failure as a negative, you're going to reframe it as an opportunity for growth and learning. Shift the focus from the outcome to the process. Learn to love what you're doing as you're going along and understand that failure is a normal part of it. Give yourself some grace and practice self-compassion. Be kind and understanding towards yourself. Know that everyone fails at times, and it doesn't define your worth or your abilities. Celebrate the small victories and your achievements, no matter how small they may be. This will help you build confidence and change the belief that failure equals personal shortcomings. Take small risks. Start small and make them manageable to change your belief. As you gain confidence and experience, gradually increase the scale of your risks that you're taking. Surround yourself with supportive people. Seek out friends and family members who are supportive and encourage you to pursue your goals. Spend time visualizing yourself succeeding and achieving your goals. Take a few moments and actually see it in your mind. This can help build self-confidence and reduce anxiety about the failures. It's important to remember that changing a limiting belief takes time and effort, but with persistence and self-reflection, you can overcome your fear of failure and reach your full potential. Failure can also lead to innovation. It can inspire us to think outside the box and come up with new solutions to problems. Sometimes it takes many times of failing at something to finally find the right solution. Failure can also provide us with a new perspective on our goals and priorities. It can help us reassess what's truly important to us, and we can change our plans if needed. When we experience failure, we are reminded that we are all human and that we all make mistakes. This can help us become more understanding and compassionate towards others who may be struggling. If a student fails a test despite studying hard, they can share their story to help others understand that failure is not always a reflection of one's effort or intelligence. The student can talk about how they overcame their fear of failure by seeking help from a teacher or a tutor and finding a new way to study. Or an entrepreneur who has had multiple business failures. They can share their story to help others understand that failure is a natural part of the entrepreneurial journey. They can talk about how they overcame their fears by learning from their mistakes and continuing to pursue their dreams. Take Elon Musk, for example. He's a tech entrepreneur who has founded multiple successful companies, including Tesla and SpaceX. He has spoken about how he had to overcome his fear of failure and a financial ruin in order to pursue his ambitious goals. Oprah Winfrey is another one of the most successful and influential women in the world, but she had a difficult childhood and faced many obstacles along her path. She has spoken about how she had to overcome the fear of failure and rejection in order to pursue her career in media. And even after her very successful career on the Oprah TV show, she struggled when she decided to form her own TV network. Take musicians who have been rejected from multiple record labels. They are able to share their story to help others understand that success often requires persistence and resilience. They can tell about how they overcame their fear of failure by continuing to write, to perform, and even when they were told no. J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series, faced multiple rejections before finally finding a publisher who believed in her work. She has spoken about how she had to overcome her fear of failure and rejections in order to achieve her dream of being a published author. Someone looking for a job and struggles because of their qualifications and their experience. It can be difficult and discouraging, but they can also talk about how they overcame their fear of failure by seeking feedback on their applications and continuing to apply for positions. Another example is an athlete who has experienced setbacks such as injury or loss. They can share to help others that have the most successful. Michael Jordan is considered one of the greatest basketball players of all time, but he was not always successful. He was cut from his high school basketball team, but he used that setback as motivation to work harder and eventually become a star player. These people faced their fears and continued despite the obstacles and setbacks they went through, and ultimately achieving great success. Their stories can inspire and encourage others to do the same. Focus on the effort, not the outcome. Instead of obsessing over the outcome of a specific task or goal, focus on putting in the effort and just doing your best. This can also help to reduce anxiety and increase your confidence. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness practices such as meditation or deep breathing can help reduce stress and increase focus, making this easier to overcome fear of failure. Sometimes the best way to overcome fear of failure is to simply start taking action. Don't let fear hold you back from pursuing your goals and dreams. Start taking steps towards your goals, even if they are small ones, and keep going from there. Reflect on your thought patterns and beliefs and work on changing your mindset. Talk about how failure is a natural part of life and a necessary step on the path to success. Become aware of your own negative self-talk and challenge those thoughts with positive and affirming self-talk. For example, instead of saying, "I'm not good enough," you can say, "I am capable and resilient." Remember, the power of mindset can have a profound impact on our abilities to overcome challenges and achieve our goals. Adopt a growth mindset which focuses on learning and growth rather than on fixed abilities. You can do this by practicing gratitude, setting realistic goals, and seeking support from others. And remember to be kind and understanding to yourself. Treat yourself with the same compassion you would a friend. The fear of failure is a common thought pattern characterized by a fear of not meeting expectations, whether they're yours or someone else's, and the perceived negative consequences of not succeeding. It can hold people back from pursuing their goals and limits their potential. The fear of failure can stem from past experiences, societal expectations, or internalized beliefs. It can also be driven by a fear of judgment and the belief that fear is a reflection of personal shortcomings. It's just a learning process, that's all. The fear of failure is a common thought pattern that can limit one's potential and hold people back from pursuing their goals. It can be driven by past experiences, societal expectations, and internalized beliefs, and can lead to procrastination, self-doubt, and a lack of confidence. However, strategies such as reframing beliefs, practicing self-compassion, celebrating those small victories, taking small risks, and surrounding yourself with supportive people that can help you overcome your fear of failure and achieve your full potential.